Qantas and Jetstar will increase their domestic and regional flights for June and July. Danica DeGiorgio is at Sydney Airport for us. Danica, capacity will increase to 15% by the end of June. It sounds very low, but it comes from a very low base.
It does. It comes from 5% pre-coronavirus restrictions, Tom, and it will mean that now we will see around 300 return flights per week. There will be a particular focus on capital city routes, particularly Melbourne to Sydney and to and from Canberra, but also increased intrastate flights in WA, South Australia, New South Wales and Queensland, while Qantas will also recommence its Sydney to Byron Bay flight, which is wonderful news for a number of these local regions. Obviously, they're the ones that really need a boost to their local economy. But, Tom, Qantas and Jetstar have already said that it is likely come July that capacity will increase to 40%, depending on the demand as well as the relaxation of state borders.
So the other big question, that trans-Tasman bubble could be earlier than we first thought?
Well, they're predicting potentially July, and that's certainly the proposal from the Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, which will today outline its vision. It's hoping to use a test route between Canberra and Wellington. From that route, then they will be able to expand to other places in Australia and New Zealand. But a short time ago, Air New Zealand actually released a statement saying Air New Zealand is not proposing Tasman operations until such time that the Tasman borders are open, and only with the support of governments on both sides. We appreciate that both businesses and travellers are enthusiastic about operations, and we assure customers that as soon as it is possible to operate, Air New Zealand will be ready to return to the Tasman. Now, the proposed July date from the business community is also subject to a caveat that the federal government may postpone those flights until potentially September. There will be a number of safety measures in place for passengers, in that all passengers will have to be tested, and New Zealanders will be encouraged to download the government's COVID-19 Safe app. But a number of tourism stakeholders, Tom, really are hoping for that July start date, saying that if it is pushed back any further this year, then parts of the tourism sector could go bankrupt.